the herd?
Yeah.
Who's gonna stand up for the land? Human race, we share one name, we share one fate, we share one story we can change. Our story up to now, does it seem too big to face? Dreamers of the dream, in unity we can find a better way. Oh, the love of this land we hold in our heart right from the start. Believe in love, on and on, together. I can hear it and feel it. We will stand, won't look the other way. Speak the words of love in our hearts. We are strong creators, each and every one. We go forward, onward, upward in unity. Sing and heal the nation. For future generations, let love rule these lands. Beyond fear, beyond hatred. Songs of togetherness fill the air. Sing free and yes and song and light, leaving space for thoughts on high and dreams to see the light of day. Telling you stories of who we are and what we can achieve. Dreamers of the dream, what's it gonna be? We create our destiny there. Clean water, clean air. Yes, we care. We're aware. What we dream will be. Dream big, dream often, and dream deep. Dream a dream of one, where we are one and there is plenty. No more hunger, fear, or poverty. War, a distant memory. See the skies blue and clear. Oceans are clean and teeming with life. Forests and jungles return and cover the land, and the animals return in plentiful numbers. The calls of strange birds fill the air. We're in tune with them, we commune with them. While deep down in the deep blue sea, whales dive down deeper and deeper. Dive down ancient mystery which no sunlight penetrates. Sail on, whales, sail on.
Folks, welcome to the Jake Feinberg Show. Joined here today in person with a transcendent character trying to get out of his own way, and Farmer Dave Scher.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
What an honor, my man. Welcome to the program, dude.
Hello, everybody. We're live. How's that? Very cool. Doesn't it feels exciting?
I'm glad you're. I mean, for me, it's feeding me on my journey. But let me ask you about why did you talk to the audience about why you went to Ojai, California?
Well, I think for one, I'd had a very charmed life up till that point, and everything that had come across me as an opportunity, we lived it, including having a lot of fun and what John Prine might call an illegal smile from time to time. But ultimately, my friends and I were all good kids, good upbringings, and we made a lot of music, presented a lot of entertainment, and participated in a lot of co-creative artistic endeavors. And at the same time, had a feeling of concern for the world, of wanting to be part of something, and I suppose an arm's length approach to the inevitability of some of the larger problems we humans are facing. And I think I had a bit of an about face.
You said you lived a privileged life.
Yeah.
So my question, because you were talking about the talking stick.
Yeah.
And how even when you would get some surge in your chest or anybody in there, they'd you'd have to hold on to it, and it was not hyper reactive. And was that just a byproduct of the experience, or did you go in knowing that you were trying to evolve as a human being?
I knew I was trying to evolve as a human being. I left the city and left the things I had to learn from community and closeness to nature, and deeper access to First Nation traditions of conduct and counsel, right relationship with the earth, and also to focus in on principles that may have helped me in a more concentrated way be of service to humanity. And obviously we were goofballs up there, just like anywhere when you get together. It wasn't that dead serious, but yes, non-reactive communication, non-violent communication. The talking stick wasn't to cling on to cool out. Whoever had it was who talked. And when you're making decisions in a group and someone's going to say something, you get this pull in your chest when you don't agree. A lot of times, four people's hands would go up when one person said something. And what you're supposed to do is let the communication travel around the circle, and don't let it, not that you don't let it, but those initial reactions have a little time to dissipate as you learn to sit with them and not let them govern what you're going to do that affects other people. Because the reactivity, it's so easy to escalate, even amongst friends and family. It's so easy for things to get heated.
Well, Farmer Dave, I mean, what were you like as in a band construct, in a democratic construct before that? Were you hot-headed? Were you reactive? And when you came back, whether it's with skiffle players or the Wizards of the West or Beechwood Spark, I mean, have you seen an evolution in your ability to create a muse that the cats can follow without it devolving into a fight?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was hot-headed, but the equivalent is either being a weirdo, shutting down, sulking.
Dig. No, you're spot on, yeah.
But also not stepping in to help if two other band members are doing that. Or I think the main difference that it's like a bypass. If you want to think of them as cheats, they're not, but we have a lot of pitfalls. This one's a good, you want the highest good for those bandmates and to stay in the ultimate appreciation of how lucky you are to be with them. And if it's really de-escalated to the point where that's not possible, then the group itself is going to need another level of help. But in the day-to-day, man, yeah, it was sort of like I learned to, if something affected me, the ultimate good of that other person in the band would balance it out. And sometimes you're talking about an album cover, or you're talking about a decision to allow someone to live on the farm or not, a decision to use a large investment of your time and energy in a way that doesn't reflect you. But that's what being in a group is. Your solo project, you can max out on it, and some of those battles you might want to win, and you might be surprised when you lose them down the road. It's like, hey, that wasn't so bad, man.
The first Skiffle Players album, you guys were sitting there with like almost 24 tunes.
Yeah,
And-
just under.
And it was everybody was from the band was there and trying to figure out what you were going to put on the album, and it was a dialogue, and you said it was almost like a fight, and then Cass McComb said, this is why I want a band.
That's exactly right.
This is why I want a band, man.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
As opposed to a solo career or some soulless thing. He's like, I want to have these debates, and then you said that took the edge off it ever being a fight. It was just so. I want you to take us through that and how you came up with that many songs, and then you can personalize it if not all your needs were met on the album.